Hey everyone, today I'm going to be doing my review on the Dayan Pyraminx from the Cubicle.us. The Dayan Pyraminx is a $17 puzzle on the Cubicle.us, which makes it a little bit more expensive than its competitors, the $13 Moyu Pyraminx and the $10 Shengshao Pyraminx. The puzzle has a 98mm edge length, the typical size for Pyraminxes. The edges on this puzzle are quite rounded, which makes it feel a lot more similar to the Shengshao than to the Moyu, but it also seems to have softer plastic than the Shengshao. The cube has a very crunchy but smooth feeling, which is complemented by the ball bearings, which are located inside of the center. And it's a very dissimilar feeling from any Pyraminx or really any other cube that I've ever felt. Another unusual aspect of this puzzle is that it makes a very low-pitched noise compared to both the Moyu and the Shengshao. The speed of this puzzle is quite fast, but of course it is tempered easily by the ball bearings, which help you to turn accurately. The tips also turn smooth and fast, and again the ball bearings keep them on track. Tensioning this puzzle was extremely difficult for reasons that I will get into later, but at my tensions the corner cutting is good but not great. Cuts probably better than the Shengshao, but not as good as the Moyu. The reverse cutting right about up to there maybe. And right there is where we start to run into this puzzle's biggest problem. Pops. Virtually any time you try to reverse cut more than this puzzle wants to, it's either going to pop or get a nasty lockup. I've tried a lot of things to avoid this, tightening the tensions, different springs. It all comes to the same thing. This puzzle just pops a lot. So while a good speed and good corner cutting in this puzzle allow you to perform algorithms fast, if you try to go very fast, it's just gonna end up like that. And if you're thinking that my tensions are probably too loose, the reason is that, going back to what I said earlier, it's very hard to find the right tension on this puzzle. It seems to have two different tension settings. Tight tensions with slow, clicky turning, bad corner cutting, and pops. And loose tensions with faster, less clicky turning, and pops. Additionally, I should point out that it's really hard to tension this cube just because every time you tension it, you have to take apart the tip completely and be very careful when you're lifting it off because the spring for the ball bearing is right here, and it will go flying if you lift it off quickly. And literally in the time it took me to retension for this video, on 2 separate occasions I was diving onto the floor. On the upside, this 3-piece design allows for stickerless Pyraminxes, and the Dayan Pyraminx is the first Pyraminx to offer a stickerless version, which is also $17 on the Cubicle.us. So that's all I have to say about this cube. It's a nice, smooth, and refreshing feeling. It's an interesting puzzle, but quite frankly, it's just not going to work for me, and I don't think it'll work for you. The pops are really bad unless you have it on really tight tensions. It locks up. The corner cutting really isn't all that great anyway. I'd just stick with the Moyu if I were you. But if you're looking for an interesting new Pyraminx, if you're a serious Pyraminxer and just want to try it out, or if you want a stickerless Pyraminx, this is definitely the one to go with, because it's the only one. So that's all I have to say on the Dayan Pyraminx. Sticking with the Moyu, that's it. Thanks again to Cubicle for sending it to me. And now I have some solves to show you, and that's it. See you later. Okay.